we return to our global temperature range map, showcasing the temperature difference between the January or the low temperature versus the high temperature, typically July. So it compares January versus July. And so those places with a very big change, very big difference between their coldest month and their warmest month are showcased as gray. The places with very little change are showcased as white and green and yellow in between. Very ugly map. I didn't make it. But some things we note. First off, we go ahead and put our good friends, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. There we can see, once again, the idea we've talked about beforehand regarding cloudless areas having bigger changes throughout the day. But if we look deep within the continents, inside those blue circles, we think the deepest we could go within a continent in North America would be somewhere in northern Canada. The deepest we can go inside the continent of Asia, somewhere there in central Russia, and those are two places that have a very big temperature range throughout the year. However, if we look right here along the North Atlantic, where we find once again London, much of Western Europe, you actually find that there's a very minimal change throughout the year. And this makes sense because these are places that are along a water body. These are places that are going to be influenced by the moderating temperatures that we would find along a large water body like the North Atlantic. And so once again, understanding the differences. Why is it the fact that London has a warmer winter period than Montreal, even though they're at the same latitude and relatively the same elevation? Key to understanding that is the fact that England, United Kingdom, is along a water body, where Montreal deeper within a continent. And so we can see these patterns mirrored on both sides. But for the most part, another thing to note is the fact that these global temperature ranges we see these greens and grays much more up in the northern part of the world, and that's because we have more land masses. So the northern hemisphere is also referred to as the land hemisphere. The southern hemisphere also referred to as the water hemisphere. And so, of course, where we have these large land masses, we're going to have very bigger fluctuations, whereas places in the southern hemisphere, which is overwhelmingly water, we don't have much of a difference at all.